Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host, your casual dad, and we're playing some more Timberborn today. Today is our planning episode, and we've just really been waiting around, surviving some droughts. I made a second inventor hut so that we can get our science faster. We cleared out a little bit of debris to green things up, but now that we have our 1,000 science, okay, we're going to come in here and we're going to unlock our 4x1 overhang. And that is so then we can get in here and we can close this off. Now, it's not going to be perfect just yet, okay? Because we have to do a couple of other things. We've got to get some levees around the sides. Okay, and then we've got to well, maybe on these, maybe we leave these down a little bit, because I need some flow out, so we don't get injured of beavers as it comes up over the top. Because what we've got to do now, as they're building that, we got to wait for 200 more signs to get the impermeable floors to cover that in. And so then what that is going to leave us with is this thing's going to be entirely blocked off. No more bad water is going to be coming out. Once we get that done, we can block off the escape routes and we can start catching water in here and making life a lot easier for everybody. So that is what we're initially planning, okay? And let me know your thoughts on those plans, okay? Would love to know that. We're doing some calculations. We also found out that, your sluice gate is completely airtight, unlike your floodgate. Even your floodgate at 100, this would have already evaporated. But, I mean, it's weird because it would hold pressure. And so it's like, why is it evaporating if it's holding pressure? But the sluice gate, it's keeping the water from evaporating, which is coming in quite handy on this 20-something day drought. And so we greatly appreciate that. We're going to have to cut off all water flows anywhere else because now we're low to the ground. We are going to put some platforms in here with impenetrable floors, impermeable floors, whatever they're called, so that as this fills up, hopefully that will keep it from evaporating. This is just a little test. We can, if it doesn't work, that's fine. But what we've been thinking about so far, and this is where I need you, dear viewer, your help. I need you to go down in the comments and tell me what you think. All right. I'm planning on, okay? As soon as we get the impermeable floors, that's 200, but then I need 400 more for dynamite. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a sluice gate here. I'm going to have a sluice gate here and a channel out for the bad water to go out. Okay, and then eventually we're going to put all of this under pressure through here. We're going to put this at 100 to stop it from flowing off the map. Okay, forcing all this area to get green. Okay, and we're gonna put it all under pressure so it doesn't evaporate, and we can start really expanding up here. We're gonna keep this section as our industrial little area, even over here. But then we're gonna really expand down here with our food and our lumber production. We'll probably put lumber production in here so that as the scrap gets taken away, we'll just add more trees. And then these two plateaus will do water. So let me know what you think about that. Should we do that, or should we move on somewhere else? Should we try and come up over to these water sources and cap them off or fix them? Like this one comes all the way up the side, so should we just like turn it backwards, let it come up, hit a sluice gate, and turn around? What should we do there? Be thinking and telling me, how do you want me to take care of these little caverns? Okay, because this is probably like the fourth thing. Whatever number thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to come in here. We're going to come away from this down to about the middle of this little plateau area and then across. And we already have some sluice gates set up. We're probably going to move them. They're just kind of to give an idea. And so then what we're going to do here is on the other side of this tank, we're going to come away from there to here all the way down. So then this whole ravine right here becomes another giant water tank reservoir, so we can survive these long droughts. During the wet seasons, we'll of course turn on our sluice gates to let it flow out so it doesn't overflow and flood anything. But that's kind of the plan for now of how are we going to grow and expand. Okay, we're going to also talk about some other things because I really do want to get some of these zip lines in. Watching them just walk up and down, it's just so slow. So I really want to have, to create for them a platform, probably over here. They can just then zip line up and over and just get things going faster. All right, so we've been so concerned about surviving that we need to do something else now. All right, we are doing pretty good over here. Now we need to go up and away. See, look at that. That's so beautiful. That's gonna keep us nice and safe for generations to come. I'll fix that one back there. All right, so if you didn't know, if you hold Alt and hit left mouse, it goes to whatever level you're currently have your mouse on. Some of the weird things is that whenever you are trying to hit something that's not actually built yet, sometimes it won't register and you'll just click right through it. So that can be a bit of a bummer. Also, what can be a bit of a bummer is having to do this top level blocks at a time. It's okay. May be a bummer and may be a pain, but when we are fully decked out and have no problems with water, it will all be worth it. Why are we not doing that one? That's what I don't understand. Also, let me know in the in the comments. All right, let me know why they're not wanting to build properly. Am I doing something wrong? I don't think I am, but that doesn't mean I'm not. Can't get all the required materials. Well, I guess that would probably explain a lot of it. So now let's go down one level. We have our triple platforms we need to get everywhere. So that's what we're looking at. All right. Come back with some more ideas. We're going to showcase, lay out some things in a little bit, and then you can vote on it. Make sure by Wednesday, 2 p.m. Central Time, you let me know your thoughts. What do we need to do? What do we not need to do? Everything like that. All right. Maybe give me some ideas I haven't thought about. I like the one about just use windmills to kind of designate your certain areas. And so that's pretty good. Yeah. So we'll be right back with just a tad bit more for you guys. All right. We finally got the impermeable floors and everything unlocked and put in. And they put those suckers in fast. So now we're just going to try and cap this off. Might have some issues as it's slowly being capped. But you know what? I'm okay with that. We'll take that. Because as soon as this goes, we will have no more problems All right. So no more problems for us with the bad water. That's a huge win, guys. It's a huge win. Now we have lots of planning we can do. It's going to drain out in these holes. Yep. Uh-huh. So good. Now we can finally start doing stuff over here like this. All right, now we can finally be getting to work. All right. What we need to do is we need to come over here. And we've got to plug these holes. Because now the problem is we're pushing water in here. It's making the bad water come back up out here. We got to plug this first. Oh, no. I gotta do that so it doesn't, so we can still reach it. No. I forget. The game remembers when you place certain stuff down, and so once you go and you say, hey, this is, top priority, it will then reassign. Like if I put these first and then these, and I say many cycles later I come back and make it all the same priority, it will remember this was put first and it will go and do that. Right now I'm gonna have to completely block that off. I'm gonna need to block that off, and I'm gonna block that really high up because we have nowhere, we don't have enough pumping. Not enough pumpage. And I don't think we can withstand 100% blockage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We have to have some. See, now this is the problem, because now we have a bad tide. All right, so now what do? I think what we do is we come in here and... No, not right there. We can't do it right there. We need it to go around. See, this is why we need dynamite. I mean, we could... Let's just try. We gotta do something. All right, so 95 and close. Excuse me. So that's what we gotta do first. All the stuff down here, we can wait just a little bit on it. Like this over here, like you can just chill. All right, we're not quite ready for this. We're just gonna waste some logs, and that's just gonna have to be the way it is. All right, and so we gotta have the drainage. That's gonna be like one of the last things that we are able to put in. I do need this. What is the airlock cost? 1.5. Holy moly. Okay. We could probably just go ahead and do this right here. Let's just go ahead and get in the levee. Okay. And we're gonna kill it right there. And then we're gonna get some stairs. And we're going to get that built up. So once we have that built up just a little bit, we can get things going. Dang it. No. I need these back ones filled in first. Because once we close up, there's no way to get back there. Alright. I need to go 24 hours until all of our stuff is filled up. If everything's high priority, nothing's high priority. True. Very true. Let's just turn those guys off real quick so we can have some more. Let's get you going. You can be turned off. Oh, this whole dang time we have not even let water out. Whoops. Whoops. Forgot pressure. Forgot pressure. Alright. I'm just going to close it. I want as much water stacked up there to keep it from being bad. Alright, fill up, fill up, fill up, and then close off. We need to fill up. Pump, baby, pump! Alright, so that's working pretty good. And that's flowing down over there pretty good. Alright, so we have our levees built. Cool. Now. Well, I mean, do that, but too late now. We're just going to go ahead and delete this rubble. We're not ever going to pick that up. And ugh, I gotta go again. I want that so I can block that off. Okay. So once we get some of this other stuff started, shall be easier. We gotta get some of this up, and then we can start capturing the water. Oh goodness. All right, this bad tide is almost over. And with that, we're going to call it a close to this planning session. We have some big things we've got to work on. We've had some things to get accomplished. Capping off the bad water supply. We need to finish up our initial reservoir. We need to build a bigger one. We've got to figure out, our explosive situation so we can take care of all this. We're gonna have to build another little bad water pump here so that during bad times we can get some bad water to make those explosives before we can do something more permanent. What I'm thinking permanently is I have this mod, the airlock chamber. So it's a levee block that the beavers can go through. And so basically what I'm thinking is to use the bad water rig in here, build a dome around it, have the airlock chamber here, come up, airlock out. We'll have to drain this when we got to put it in, but I think it will be pretty effective. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, there's that. We got our big reservoirs. We're going to put our explosive making capabilities over here. But I don't know. What am I going to do for the caverns? How are we going to get in there? What are we going to do in there? This map is big, has lots of potential. I don't think I'm going to put beavers everywhere, but it would be cool to have little satellite outposts that we use the zip lines to get around. So, okay, well, I know you can't put a spoke. You can't have a single zip line that goes multiple directions. It's just one way. So you could have 4 zip line stations. They get walked in between. But thinking we're gonna at least zip line between our workstations. So zip line here, maybe have a second zip line that we could then take up to here. Not real positive. All right. Our beavers are not happy because I left them on 24 hours working. They need to be on 16. But one thing that you should know before we go, the longer they work, the less food and water they consume. So if you're having some issues with consuming food and water, just do that and you should be good. You should be good to go. And so just my last little tip for you. But guys, if you've enjoyed this Timberborn planning session, make sure you hit that like button. I would appreciate that. It helps out the channel and the video a lot. And if you guys love Timberborn like I do and you want to, stay up to date when we release new videos on Saturday mornings, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, you can stay up to date for all other wonderful strategy, Forex, city builder games that we play that we release on Wednesdays. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. You got till Wednesday to comment about what I should do next, what I need to focus on, any plans. It doesn't have to be anything I talked about. Any suggestions are welcomed about what to do, things to build, anything like that. Drop them in the comments by Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central Time if you want it to be shown or at least talked about in the Saturday episode. All right, guys. I'm just going to let this run a little bit, but for now, this has been your Casual Dad. We have been planning, not playing, but planning our Timberborn episode. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.